number 4 for Romantic Warrior.
And welcome to Jig Racing, of course, brought to us by Garrard's Horse and Hound. That's horseandhound.com. Check out the July sales already on the website and start saving some money for the new year. 1-800-GOT-JUNK, making your junk disappear without you lifting a thing. And of course, Rob is a sponsor, big sponsor of all shows on Piranha Media. And then we've got Bianco Reinforcing, SA's largest family-owned and operated steel reinforcement supplier. And the main person involved is Jig from Singapore. Hello, mate.
Rocky, Butterworth, always a pleasure, mate. How are you?
Very good, very good. Now, another handy 7 days of happy tipping, mate, and you're going to hand out another freebie later on the show for the freeloaders to jump on and maybe realise one day they'll jump on that website and join up for free for too long.
We legged them into a nice little 2-year-old there at Chuka last week, Rocky. It was a beautiful watch.
Yeah.
And some might roll their eyes at the 260, but when it's $1.30 chance, Rocky, and it wins by 5 on a tear, take 260 all day.
Yep, that's true. Now, mate, we're going to go straight into Trial Watch thanks to EAC Animal Care, supporting gut immunity, and it's a great product called Inside Out that every horse trainer and dog owner that wants to win races should give their equine the best chance possible by using the product Inside Out. Before we start with Jig though, just reminding subscribers about Black Book, so much easier to navigate on the new website, jigracing.com. So make sure you do it because there's some winners not even hiding really, that are in plain view if you want to spend half an hour on the website and set up your own Black Book. But there's a couple I want to quickly talk to you about, mate, from the Mornington jump outs. One was Recon, who had a good prep last time. You happy with him?
Yeah, he's a nice horse, Rocky. He was a horse we tried to buy before he even had a race, and we won't be too angry on him because he was good to us on debut there at Wangaratta when they put up $4 about him, Rocky. It looked a good price out, doesn't it? But no, he's returned well, Rocky. It was a good little heat, that one, at Mornington this morning. Yeah, I think the horse that I want to take out of that jump out, Rocky, going forward is Savoy Yard.
Well, that was the next one I had down. Yeah, is that Cliffy Brown, is it?
Yeah, this horse won one of the heats of Pakenham of that maiden series, a strong maiden series that they have over the summer. Yep. He ran very well in the final there. They tipped him out. He's come back. He's had 2 really nice pieces of work, but he's a 67 rater, Rocky, and he was spinning around there against Tom Kitten and Treasure of the Moment and Recon and these type of horses in this jump out this morning, and I thought he went to the line beautifully. Could go to a 66 first up anywhere in Victoria and win first up, Rocky, if he's placed well. Okay,
very good, very good. Now, we spoke about last week's freebie, Miros at Chuka. This week you've got one at Bendigo on Thursday, mate, so we'll have the show up and running first thing in the morning when I wake up, which is about 11:58. And it's called Scubati, who you've liked from day one, really.
Yeah, he's a good little horse, this bloke, Rocky, and he's in at the right time of the year. He's rock hard fit, and he gets onto his home track, and he remains in the same class. He's a horse that we've always had good time for because we bumped into him in a maiden, and we were pretty confident on our horse winning that day, and took every bit of the straight to run him down. And from there on in, I thought, I want to be on this horse when he goes to a maiden next start. He's banged home 2 in a row now. As I said, he loves wet ground, home track. I think not concerned about the barrier. He'll spear forward. He'll sit in the first 2 or 3. And I think he gets the right part of the track and wins again, Rocky.
Beautiful stuff, mate. Now, the last one of the trials is one of your own. You'd been waiting a long time to bring this one over to Adelaide, and she didn't let you down. prior to winning after winning a couple of races before she came here. Talk us through that one, mate.
Yeah, it was a big thrill, Rocky, to get our little girl Yuki over there to Adelaide on Saturday and get her to run second in the Lightning Stakes. She was well beaten by the smart little cavalry girl from the Tom Dabenig stable, and we were well aware of that going in there, that she was up against it.
Yeah.
But we put a circle around this race 12 months ago. Another mare that we own, La Danseuse Rouge, she won that Lightning Stakes a few years ago. We're breeding with her at the moment. And this little girl's always had a soft spot for her, Rocky. She's the first horse that we bought when we moved back from Singapore and got up and running. And we put a circle around this race 12 months ago. And to get black type with her, because I think she's really underrated, is very rewarding for her owner, Vic Alvin, who's my biggest supporter by a long, long way. Yep. And, while we didn't win, Rocky, we got what we went over there to get.
And I did a poll during the week, mate, for South Australia, and I just put up there who backed Yuki on the weekend, and it was a resounding nobody, but it shortened from 61s to 12s. Can you sort me through that, mate? I'm a little bit confused.
Really silly odds get silly responses, Rocky. As I said, we were very happy to go over there and get black type. Yeah. But I thought she was hugely underrated in the market. I did mention that to you, I think it was off air last week when the prices went up before we did our podcast. Yeah. And it took them till about the last 5 minutes to hook on, Rocky. And they backed her sharply in thereafter. But, yeah, look, Cavalry Girl was never going to lose a race once it got to the front and there wasn't that much pressure. But, it nearly was a very, very good result all round, Rocky, that race.
Yeah, it sure was. This is a bloke, Tom Dabenig, who trained the winner. Doesn't he get him going all right in the winter as well, mate?
Yeah, he's just a very good trainer, Rocky. He's a very good trainer. He places his horses particularly well. He's only got a limited amount of numbers, I think. When he takes them to Adelaide, they rarely run badly. Mm-hmm. And he's very good with these 3-year-olds in getting them to stretch from the winter into the early parts of spring. So he's got some nice horses in his stable, Rocky, none more so than I Live Another Day, who I'm very much looking forward to coming back. We've been in his corner since day one. Yeah. And I think we're going to see a really good horse this preparation. So he's another one that the punters can latch on to nice and early. I think they'll put him in a race where they'll want to get his rating up. So he'll be ready to win first up. Yep.
He's another bloke, mate, like Paddy Payne at this time of the year. He'll take his horses anywhere in Victoria, South Australia, to get that win under their belt and their confidence up, and it works pretty well for him.
Well, exactly. And, it's a big part of the job, Rocky, and that's when you need to have good people around you. These trainers work ridiculous hours, so he's clearly got a good team around him that are doing their homework and trying to get the best results there. If you go through and have a look at his horses' records, whether they're stars or not, they've got good records for their ability. And to me, that just tells you that they're placing them well. He's not afraid to just duck them across to Mount Gambier and knock off a maiden over 900 metres when he could probably be highly competitive in town in a midweek. Yeah. But to go across there and do these little type of things, I really like to see in trainers because it shows a hell of a lot of initiative.
Yep. And you couldn't get a heavier track in South Australia past Mount Gambier. It's probably on a par with Warrnambool, really, that it rains 300 days a year and water falls off the leaves for the other 65, mate. So it's...
30-metre straight and a 30-metre dog leg straight, Rocky. So if you're in front when you're turning home, you're half a chance.
That's right. Now, mate, we're going to end with the last race in the program. Obviously, the Accountability Stakes, thanks to 1-800-GOT-JUNK. Simply call 1-800-468-586. In the bin, we've got Fonk. I just loved leaving him there. Saw him on radio the other day, and I gave myself 5 minutes, and I thought I was done a good job to stay there with him. O2 Good hasn't been seen since that last race that she really showed that probably had enough. Belmont Gangster, well, he's hiding in some hideout from the coppers somewhere, mate, the old gangster. El Rocco, just about done. Ballarat Synthetic Track is getting no better. Street Artist, she jumped in last week, and this one is almost a black armband day as well, mate. One of our favourite stables, especially the training of mares, and you've found one to chuck in, and I think you're probably on the ball too.
Yeah, she's a mare that we've always had lots of time for, Rocky. So we're not happy about throwing these good horses in the bin. But I noticed there in the stewards report after the weekend that Miraval Rose we're talking about, Rocky.
Yeah.
In the stewards report that she's got a wind issue. So for me and for punters that are out there, sometimes if you don't read the fine writing in the stewards report, you won't be any better for it, because it doesn't mean they can't go on and race. But as soon as I see that a horse has got a wind issue, they automatically become unbackable. You can't back them. They'll go around unders. Good trainer, good horse. But you've got to let this one slide. I think she's done, and I think it won't be long before we see her in the breeding barn.
Yep, and done a good job along the way as well, mate, if that's been an issue for some time. Done well, but sometimes you've got to put the nice ones in the bin, mate.
Yeah, she's a beauty, Rocky, and, you won't find us picking holes in Graham Begg or telling him how to train horses, because, we're in his number one fan club, aren't we?
Yep.
And no one trains fillies and mares in Australia better than him. Yep. And I think that even he would know that, that you can manage these things. You can get a throat operation and stuff, but it's very touch and go on whether they come back and can race anywhere near. And she's got a rating now where she's got to compete against better horses. So she's in a tricky spot where, if she was mine, Rocky, it's not too late to send her to the breeding barn this season.
Yep, start making some money out of her rather than spending it hoping that she'll come back as a racehorse in a tough grade. So makes a lot of sense to me to show her the way to a barn somewhere, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, she's always shown a hell of a lot of potential. She's a beautiful looking mare too. So, I mean, if they put her on the market, she would get very good dollars. Yeah, I'm sure she's got lots of little bits of black type on there, which would get her that. But just as a mare to look at from a yard point of view, she's a beauty, and we'll have no doubt that she'd be very popular, her progeny, if they've got the right stallions over her. Yep.
All right, mate, that's it this week. We've got Scubati to have a bit of a look at on Thursday. Another freebie for all you people out there. And one day you're going to say, I'm already a subscriber to Jig Racing, and I'm happy that my mates are getting a freebie, and I'll talk them into joining as well so they can start having some fun on Saturdays and going home with the crayfish instead of crumpets, Jig.
Spring is in the air, Rocky.
Yep.
Spring is in the air. Can you believe it? All the good horses are coming back. We've had 33 horses entered into the new Black Book, Rocky, on both our website and the app in the last week or so.
Yep.
And there's some good young horses that we're very much looking forward to kicking off their careers, and a couple that are coming back first up, Rocky. So that's where you get the edge with the Black Book.
Yep, beautiful, mate. Nothing else?
That's it, Rocky.
Good stuff, mate. We'll see you next week and discuss how the 7 days went, and the Phantom still being the Phantom and supplying a winner here or there, mate. And your form is pretty handy at the moment as well. So talk to you next week, and good luck during that 7 days, mate.